We're actually live right now, and we got some cool stuff we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about the specifically what you get a part of the 777 challenge right now. It starts on Monday, so you don't want to miss it. We got 26 seats left, and I'm going to break down exactly what you get. Part of that, the information we're going to cover. I got a ton of questions about it, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. You don't want to miss it because this challenge is where I am coaching you how to turn 700 into 7,000 in 7 weeks. Or it's free. So you don't want to miss this. So let's get into it.
I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my.
All right, so thanks for joining me. All right, so why do people fail? You're brand new, you're getting started in real estate. Maybe you want to get up and going, and you are attempting, or you've attempted to actually go out and get your first deal. Now, what do I mean by getting your first deal? So this is a real estate purchase contract. I'm talking about signing your first ever deal. And that is huge, because they say in real estate, you make your money when you sign the deal, and then obviously you turn around and sell it. But if you sign it wrong, you sign it for too high a price, or you never get a deal signed, then you never have a deal. So the first big step is getting that contract signed. It gives you equitable interest in the property. And that is a huge milestone. I remember when I first got my first check or my first signed deal, I learned how to knock on pre-foreclosure doors. So I pull a list, I drive around neighborhoods, I knock on the doors and ask them if I could help them before their house went to auction. And that's how I got my first deal. I actually met a guy, he stood me up 3 times. Finally, he showed up. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even have a right contract. I didn't even know what to look at in a house. I didn't have any coaching. I didn't know how to comp. I didn't know how to make offers. Didn't know anything. And what we're going to do is we're going to bridge that gap. I am going to coach you through the process of taking a $700 marketing budget and then turning it into $7,000. So with that $700, we're going to generate 81 leads. That's the goal. Now, the biggest reason people fail is because they don't know how to generate leads, or they don't generate leads. And then they don't know what to say to those leads. These are motivated sellers, and make offers to these leads or sellers to get contracts. Now, the numbers are for every 40 leads, you get a contract. So I'm saying, let's do 80 leads. And out of 80 leads, there is a high probability that you will get a contract if you follow the scripts, if you follow the offer formula that we're talking about. So what I want to do is I want to share with you real quick in this video exactly what you are going to learn, how we're going to work together when it comes to doing this deal. Now, first off, January 19th, which is next Monday, the first week's videos that I literally just recorded will be released. And that is everything when it comes down to, let me see if I can pull this up. So the first week is understanding the process of what we're doing, right? The game plan. You got to understand the bigger picture game plan. And the game plan is we in 7 weeks got to get you to sign a minimum of a $7,000 deal. Now, our average deal size is about $30,000. And what we're doing for you is I'm talking about doing just signing a deal where you could potentially make $7,000, right? So $7,000 or more. Now, what we're going to do is part of that. So in week 1, information we're going to cover is understanding the process. I'm going to give you a tool called the first check matrix. And that first check matrix essentially is the game plan when it comes to numbers. The budget, where it's allocated, the 81 leads, the tracking each week, a scorecard for you to track exactly what's going on. We're going to talk about the success formula, the difference between a successful person who attends and someone that's not, and how you can be on the success side. Then we're going to talk about digging for motivated sellers, and I give the analogy of gold. It's like digging for gold. There is more dirt when you're digging for gold than there is gold. That's why it's valuable. So don't get discouraged if you have a lot of dirt, right? That happens in the business. And the more dirt you move, the more gold you find. The more gold you find, the more money you're able to make. So first off, we have to define what a lead is. Then I'm going to give you 3 methods to generate leads. There are free methods that we're going to use to generate an allocation of the leads we're talking about. Then there's cheap methods that we use to that, and then there's paid methods. Now, I'm going to share with you a specific campaign that we use. We're going to basically build it together. And that means that you're going to have leads coming in, motivated sellers calling you, and on a very, very cheap budget. It's paid, but it's cheap. Now, once we understand the process of these 3 marketing methods that you'll learn and apply, now you have to talk to sellers, right? You're going to be able to talking to sellers. You're going to be talking to sellers from your free methods, cheap methods, and paid methods. And now we're going to talk to them, and we're going to overcome the fear of talking to sellers. And we're going to walk through what is a 4-step closing process. Now, here is the gold, right, for you. Obviously, we got motivated seller goal, but the goal for you is this, is that you will be able to listen to my top agents, my top ISAs, they're inside sales associates. They're my reps that work for me. And you're going to listen to their successful calls. Now, how you speed up success is through pattern recognition. And pattern recognition is you get to listen to the pattern of them making a call, talking to a seller, building rapport, and being able to get a contract signed over the phone. So we have those calls recorded, and we're going to share with those. You won't find this anywhere else. I'm talking about the best. This is the best way to learn, and you will not find this in any other place but right here. And the bottom line is that is the fastest way that you can learn how to go from where you are to where you want to be. Now, that's just in week 1. So you understand how to market, talk to sellers, you get to listen to calls. Week number 2 is making logical offers and then pivoting to the MLS. Again, you're going to have more calls you can listen to from my agents and myself. I actually have calls on there. And now part of this right here, so you have the week of training, and then you and I and a handful of other people get on a Zoom together, and we'll go through and actually talk about any challenges you had through. We'll call sellers, we'll make offers, we'll possibly get properties under contract. So we'll actually do the business together, which will be cool. So the bottom line is you have a week when it drops on the 19th, and then I get on a Zoom with you. Then week 2 drops, and then I get on a Zoom. Week 3 drops, and I get on a call with you. Week 4 drops, and I get on a call with you. And we do that over a 7-week period. So week number 2, we talk about making logical offers and pivoting to the MLS. We're going to talk about a morning ritual, habits that will help you achieve success. So you got the personal, mental side of it, plus you've got the business side of it. We're going to talk about making logical offers. We give you a calculator, right? It's redesigned, brand new, just literally redesigned it. So you understand using the offer calculator. We're going to show you example deals that we've completed and done, and you can do that. You'll listen to recordings. We have recordings we have in there, understanding the pivot to the MLS from the lower price to the higher price and what that entails. We're going to talk about the actual closing framework, talking to a seller, making the offer, overcoming the objection, and getting the contract signed. Then we're going to review an actual contract. So we're going to review it so you understand what you're doing when it comes to getting that contract signed. And it's this contract right here, right? It's a simple 3-page contract. We're going to review this in detail. We're going to go through it so you can understand it. Now you're going to be able and understand the process to getting your first deal signed. That is the mission over the 7-week program. Now, week number 3. Now, again, week number 2 releases. You and I get on a Zoom and we actually do the business, talk, answer questions, talk about the material, and help you accelerate. And I coach you through that process. Now, week number 3, it is the process. Now we have a contract, right? Now we've got to open up escrow. I give you my personal title company that I'm using today, so you can use them, right? We talk about the title companies, opening up escrow, what that looks like. And then we talk about listing the property on the MLS, what that process looks like. We give you basically the entire exactly how to do it so you can get your properties on the MLS. We talk about disclosures, getting those signed from the sellers, taking calls from agents, and basically setting up showings with walkthroughs for the agents into the properties. Now, remember, the seller is totally on board with this because they pivoted to a higher price. And with that higher price came conditions of listing the property, either take it or leave it, right? And they're like, great. They're all about it. Scheduling walkthroughs, picking the right offer. You get multiple different offers. You might get a cash offer. You might get a conventional offer, an FHA offer that comes in. Which offer is best? We can pick any one of them and we can make a profit on any one of those. It's a different structure in the way you do the deal. And we'll talk about that in the training. Now, week number 4, we're talking about getting the deal closed. So now you pick the right offer, cash, conventional, FHA, or VA, and then there's different ways to get them closed. And we're going to talk about how to get those closed. Do you do an assignment contract? Do you do a notice of interest and get paid off the HUD? And we talk about accepting an offer, filing the notice of interest, getting paid, closing the deal, and understanding that process and how to get it done. Now, again, every single week I'm on with you and we coach you through the process. And that is the whole thing. It's basically 4 weeks of where you learn the process of getting the contract, doing the business, and being able to list on the MLS, take the calls, pick the offers, and then you go to closing. And then week 5, 6, and 7 is where each week we get on a Zoom and I walk you through any problems, any questions. I talk about the content we're covering, what is working about my business, what's happening. My whole mission is to get on. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if it's 2 hours, 1 hour, 6 hours, whatever. Not 6 hours, that'd be a long day. But the bottom line is help you get across the bridge so you can get your first deal signed and be able to get it done. So if I go here right now, it will take you to this page. Turn 700 into 7,000 in 7 weeks, the virtual coaching program. All you do is have to go here. You can watch this video with all the details of it. We got basically 26 spots left. I give you our free comp calculator. Actually, our comp calculator. It's the first check matrix that we're using to be able to do that. But you can learn more by going here. There's a link in the description, 777 challenge. You can learn more. Why is she doing? It's about, we teach virtual wholesaling. You understand what it takes to generate leads. We have 5-star support, video recordings. You can listen to the audio recordings, mindset, overcoming fear, and being able to go out there and crush it. So you can learn how to do this. Go to 777 challenge, 777 challenge.com, and you can be able to land on this page. The bottom line is, it's an incredible thing. I've never done this before, but this is where my mission is to help you finally, once and for all. If you're sick of wasting time, you're sick of, wanting to do something, but you're stuck in the way because you don't know what to do. If you're like, you've been trying to do it, but maybe you tried someone else's program and it just didn't work. Listen, I'm one of the only guys in the business that teaches and does the business every single day. I make the majority of my money from real estate, and this is just a hobby that I love, teaching people to go out there and help them change their lives and become successful. We're going to talk about mindset. We're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about habits. And my mission is to help you change your life, right? And to change, you got to change. And this is where I'm going to show you what that change is. So now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, life can be completely different. You'll control your own life. You'll have your own freedom. You get to do what you want with who you want. Instead of going coach, you can go first class. Instead of going first class, you can go private, right? Instead of, going to Motel 6, you can stay in the best hotels. Why would you want to go coach when you can go first class? Why would you want to stay in Motel 6 when you stay at the Ritz-Carlton or whatever? You can decide what you want to do because you control your life. If you want to take a day off and go golfing, you can do that because it's your business and you can decide what to do. That is what I'm talking about. But it all starts with understanding how to get your first check and do it over and over and over and over and over again. And then you get to build a team of people. We got to get you the first check first. You understand the process, then you can rinse, repeat, and duplicate. Then you have the ability to hire and start building on a team of people. And you do it strategically, especially with now that everything's going on in the real estate market. It is the perfect time for what we do. We're doing more business today than we've ever done because of what's going on, and it's absolutely amazing. So get started, get signed up. We only got a handful of people slots left for it. Want to answer some questions for you. It's going to be an amazing thing, and you do not want to miss it because once it's closed, we're going to close it up as soon as the last 26 seats are gone. It's going to be closed up. It's done. And, I'll decide in the future if I want to do it again. If not, then oh well. So again, thank you so much for your time. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you in the future. Take care.
I can't take no loss. Yeah. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah. I hit